Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon. My name is Ario and I'm a student at Riverview. I loved my school. I had a great teacher. I played soccer during recess with my friends. I once had a field trip, but it had to be canceled because my school realized it wasn't safe to go on the field trip. Now I'm afraid to go to school. I remember the first time I felt afraid was when my Dad was taking me to school and I saw people outside wearing yellow jackets, protecting the school. That made me realize it's not safe anymore. Before, we used to have 2 third-grade classrooms. In my class, we had 25 students. Now there's only 15 students combined. I miss my really good friends because they're now learning online. I feel sad that they don't come to school because they don't feel safe. My teacher is also gone because she now teaches that class. Some days are really challenging because I feel a lot of stress to the point that I get stomach aches, and the nurse has to call my dad to come pick me up. I ask you to please support the Education Protection Bill. Help us bring back all the things that make my school great. I want to learn along with my friends. We all deserve an education. Thank you.
Hello, committee. My name is Emily, and I'm a first-generation American and a student. And Minnesota is my home. In my school, I am a part of the Leaders in Education and Diversity Club that celebrates other people's cultures. This creates a safe space for students to feel represented in the community. However, our club activities have changed lately. We have spent time putting together food boxes for families in our community who have felt isolated in fear of coming outside. My classmates should not have to worry about coming to school. I want to share an experience that happened to me yesterday on my way home from school. I was in a car when we were stopped by immigration agents. There were multiple vehicles, and it was a very stressful situation. I wasn't afraid for myself as much as I was afraid for someone else in the car. I kept thinking about how life-changing it would be if something were to happen to this person. In moments like that, you try to stay calm because you don't want anything to escalate. But the fear is real. After the interaction, it took us a long time to feel settled enough to leave the area. I remember feeling shaken and unsure about what had just happened. Experiences like that affect young people and how they move throughout the world. You start thinking about what areas to avoid, what routes to feel safe, and how easily a normal day can turn into something frightening. And what worries me most is the idea of something like this happening at school. Schools are supposed to be the places where students feel safe, where we focus on learning, friendships, and our own future. The enforcement actions that continue to happen near or at schools are causing fear and disruption for students like me. I've seen how these fears affect families too. When enforcement activity increased and ICE agents terrorized my community, all routines changed, even the most simple. Family members became afraid of ordinary things like walking children to the bus stop. I remember hearing about a young child who asked for a whistle because she's worried about what could happen to her parents. And that stays with kids. I respectfully ask you to please support this bill, and thank you for your time.